Today, I'm going to tell you about 7 things you need to stop doing right now if you're 70 or older. I'll tell you exactly what to stop doing, but more importantly, I'll share what you should do instead. These aren't just random tips. They come from real conversations with real people who've found ways to make their 70s truly satisfying. Everything I'm about to share has helped my clients stay independent, active, and happy. Now you might be thinking, I'm doing fine just the way I am. That's what my client Bob thought too, until he made these changes and told me, I didn't know I could feel this good at 75. I'm Hunter Carrington, and welcome to my channel. I've dedicated myself to sharing wisdom about living well in our golden years. From practical tips to heartwarming conversations, we'll discover together how to make these golden years truly shine. Subscribe to stay connected and inspired. It costs you nothing, but it makes a huge difference for me. So sit back and listen closely, because you won't want to miss this. Let's talk about what you need to stop doing. Number 1. Letting the past overshadow the present moment. Let me tell you about the first thing you need to stop: getting stuck in the past. I had a client named Ruth who spent hours looking through old photo albums, telling me about missed opportunities and choices she wished she'd made differently. She'd say, if only I'd taken that job in California, or I should have traveled more when I was younger. Here's what I told Ruth. Those memories are part of your story, but they shouldn't be the whole book. Your mind can only focus on one thing at a time. When you spend your days replaying old regrets, you miss the good stuff happening right now, like your granddaughter's piano recital, or that beautiful sunset from your back porch. Let me share what worked for Ruth. She started small. Each morning, she'd write down 3 good things that happened the day before. Simple stuff, like a phone call from her son, or the first spring flowers blooming in her garden. Soon she found herself looking forward to finding these daily moments worth remembering. You know what happened next? Ruth joined a local painting class. She'd always wanted to try art, but thought she was too late. Now she has her watercolors displayed at the community center. Last week she told me, I can't believe I wasted so much time thinking about what I didn't do. Look at what I'm doing now. This isn't about forgetting your past. Those memories help make you who you are. But think of them like a comfortable old chair. It's nice to sit there sometimes, but you don't want to spend all day in it. There's a whole house full of possibilities waiting for you. Try this tomorrow morning. Before you get out of bed, think of one thing you're looking forward to that day. It could be your morning coffee, a walk in the park, or calling a friend. This simple habit helps your brain tune into the present moment instead of drifting back to yesterday. Number 2. Believing you're too old to try anything new. Stop saying you're too old. Right now, those words are like chains you've wrapped around yourself, and they're holding you back from so many wonderful experiences. I've watched countless 70-year-olds discover hidden talents they never knew they had, from painting landscapes to mastering chess, from learning Spanish to becoming expert bakers. Your brain craves new experiences. When you try something different, your mind lights up with activity. Those neural pathways get stronger. Your memory improves. Your confidence grows. And the best part? You start waking up excited about what each new day might bring. Think about this. Every expert started as a beginner. That concert pianist once played their first note. That master gardener once planted their first seed. The only difference between them and you is they started. Age isn't the barrier. Fear is. Fear of looking silly, fear of failing, fear of the unknown. But here's the truth. Making mistakes is part of the joy. It's how we learn, grow, and eventually succeed. Take cooking as an example. Maybe you've made the same 5 recipes for decades. But what if you tried something new tonight? Start with a simple recipe from a different culture. As you measure ingredients you've never used before, as you smell new spices, as you taste unfamiliar combinations, you're not just cooking. You're exploring. You're creating. You're proving to yourself that growth doesn't have an expiration date. Or consider technology. Yes, smartphones and tablets might seem complicated at first, but each small step, sending your first text, making your first video call, posting your first social media comment, builds your confidence. Soon you're doing things you'd never thought possible, connecting with family and friends in ways that seemed out of reach. The key is starting small. Don't pressure yourself to become an expert overnight. Want to try painting? Start with a simple paint-by-numbers kit. Interested in exercise? Begin with a 5-minute walk around your block. Curious about music? Download a basic piano app on your tablet. Each tiny step forward counts. Remember this: boredom is more dangerous than trying something new. When you stop learning, you stop growing. When you stop growing, life loses its sparkle. But when you embrace new experiences, even small ones, you're sending a powerful message to yourself and others that life is still full of possibilities, still full of surprises, still worth exploring with open eyes and an open heart. Number 3, isolating yourself socially. You won't believe what happened when my client Frank stopped answering his phone. "I don't want to bother anyone," he'd say. 6 months went by, and his daughter noticed he wasn't laughing anymore. His walks got shorter. The crossword puzzles piled up unfinished. The simple truth: people need people, especially after 70. I see it happen all the time. Someone retires, moves to a new place, or loses a spouse. Then the walls start closing in. Days pass without a real conversation. The TV becomes their main companion. And here's what the research shows. This kind of isolation hits your health harder than smoking 15 cigarettes a day. Frank's story took a turn when his neighbor invited him to a coffee group at the local diner. He almost said no. "I haven't been social in so long," he worried. But he went anyway. Now, 3 years later, he's there every Tuesday and Thursday morning, sharing stories and solving the world's problems with his coffee crew. Social connections work like a mental gym membership. Each conversation exercises your brain. Every shared laugh strengthens your heart. The friends you make become your safety net when times get tough. My friend Sarah started volunteering at her local library after her husband passed. "I thought I was going there to help others," she says, "but those 3 hours every week saved me." Call someone you haven't talked to in a while. Join that book club you've been thinking about. Sign up to help at your local food bank. The first move is the hardest, but it gets easier. One of my clients puts it perfectly: "The days I don't want to go out are the days I need to go out the most." Your homework this week? Pick up the phone. Call one person you've been meaning to catch up with. Don't wait for them to call you. Don't worry about having nothing to say. Ask them about their day, their family, their thoughts on the latest community news. That one call could be the beginning of a whole new chapter in your social life. Number 4. Ignoring new aches and pains. That twinge in your knee isn't just part of getting older. That persistent cough isn't probably nothing. Your body's speaking to you, and at 70, you need to listen more carefully than ever. Those little signals you're brushing off today could turn into major problems tomorrow. Think of your body as a finely tuned instrument. When you were younger, it might have bounced back quickly from strain or stress. Now it needs more attention, more care, more regular maintenance. That doesn't mean you're falling apart. It just means you need to pay attention to the warning signs. Pain works like an early warning system. When something hurts, your body's trying to tell you something important. Maybe your walking pattern is off, putting extra stress on your hip. Perhaps that dizzy spell is connected to a new medication. Or that stiffness in your hands could be the beginning of arthritis, something that's much easier to manage when caught early. Going to the doctor isn't admitting defeat, it's taking control. Regular checkups can spot potential problems before they become serious. Blood pressure changes, vision shifts, balance issues. These things often creep up so slowly you might not notice them day to day, but your doctor can track these changes and help you stay ahead of them. Here's what healthy aging looks like. You notice a new pain in your shoulder. Instead of hoping it'll go away, you write down when it happens and what makes it better or worse. You mention it at your next doctor's visit, or call sooner if it's bothering you regularly. Your doctor checks it out and maybe suggests some simple exercises or adjustments to your routine. Problem solved before it becomes a real issue. Keep a small notebook by your bed. Write down any new symptoms you notice, when they started, what makes them better or worse, how they affect your daily activities. This information helps your doctor understand what's going on and find the best solution. It's not about becoming obsessed with every little ache. It's about being smart and proactive about your health. Remember this: your independence depends on your health. Every ache or pain you ignore is a potential threat to your ability to live life on your terms. You've spent decades building a life you love. Now it's time to protect it by taking care of the body that carries you through each day. Number 5. Unhealthy eating habits. Your kitchen holds the key to feeling better after 70. Right now, open your fridge and look inside. What do you see? Those choices shape your energy, your strength, and even how well you sleep at night. Good food works wonders at any age, but after 70, it becomes your secret weapon. Your body processes nutrients differently now. You might notice you're not as hungry as you used to be, or foods don't taste quite the same. That's normal, but it means every bite needs to count more. Picture your plate like a garden. Fill half of it with colorful vegetables, crisp carrots, leafy greens, sweet bell peppers. Add some fruit for natural sweetness. Now include protein, maybe some grilled fish, tender chicken or beans if you prefer plant-based options. Round it out with whole grains like brown rice or quinoa. This isn't just a meal, it's fuel for your next adventure. Salt and sugar sneak into our foods in surprising ways. Those canned soups, packed with sodium. That healthy breakfast cereal, often loaded with hidden sugars. Start reading labels. You'll be surprised what you find. Small changes make a big difference. choosing unsweetened beverages, picking low-sodium options, snacking on nuts instead of cookies. Your bones need extra attention now, too. Calcium-rich foods like yogurt, cheese, and leafy greens help keep them strong. Add vitamin D from fatty fish or eggs to help your body absorb that calcium better. Think of these nutrients as builders, constantly repairing and maintaining your body's foundation. Water becomes even more important after 70. Your sense of thirst might not be as sharp as it once was, but your body still needs plenty of fluids. Keep a water bottle nearby. Sip throughout the day. Add sliced fruit if you want some natural flavor. Good hydration helps everything from your digestion to your brain function. The best part? These changes don't have to happen all at once. Start with breakfast, then tackle snacks. Work your way through each meal until healthy eating just becomes your new normal. Your body will thank you with better energy, clearer thinking, and more stable moods. Number 6. Overexerting yourself physically. You've always been strong and capable. You've handled every task, tackled every challenge. But now, at 70, pushing yourself too hard isn't brave, it's risky. Your body needs a different kind of strength, a smarter approach to staying active. Movement matters more than ever. Regular exercise keeps your muscles strong, your balance steady, your mind sharp. But the way you move needs to change. Imagine your body's like a well-loved car. It still runs beautifully, but it needs more careful handling, more regular maintenance, more gentle acceleration. Here's what smart exercise looks like after 70. A morning walk when the air is fresh and cool. Gentle stretches that wake up your muscles. Swimming laps that support your joints while building strength. Yoga poses that improve your balance and flexibility. These activities work with your body, not against it. Rest isn't lazy, it's necessary. Your muscles need more time to recover now. That's not weakness, it's wisdom. When you're tired, take a break. When something hurts, slow down. Your body's sending you messages about what it needs. Pay attention to those signals. Breaking up tasks makes them safer and easier. That garden you love? Work in 30-minute sessions instead of spending hours on your knees. Those household chores? Spread them throughout the week rather than tackling everything in one day. This isn't about doing less. It's about doing things more strategically. Your strength routine needs adjusting too. Focus on functional movements that help with daily tasks. Practice standing up from a chair without using your hands. Work on your balance by standing on one foot while holding the counter. These exercises might seem simple, but they help maintain your independence. The weather affects you more now. Hot days can drain your energy faster. Cold weather makes joints stiffer. Plan your activities around these factors. Exercise indoors when the weather's harsh. Save outdoor activities for mild days. Listen to your body's responses to different conditions. Staying active isn't about pushing through pain. It's about finding the right balance between movement and rest. Each day brings different energy levels, different capabilities. Honor those differences. Move when you can, rest when you need to. Your body will thank you with better mobility, more stable energy, and fewer injuries. Number 7. Holding on to unnecessary material possessions. Your home tells the story of your life. Every drawer, closet, and cabinet holds memories. But at 70, too many possessions can turn from treasure into trouble. Those stacks of magazines become tripping hazards. Those crowded kitchen counters make cooking harder. Those overstuffed closets create morning stress when you're trying to find something to wear. Look around your living room right now. How many things do you actually use each day, each week, each month? Most of us keep items just in case, or because they might be worth something. But the real value isn't in keeping things. It's in having a space that works for you now. Safety comes first in your home. Crowded rooms create obstacles. Packed storage spaces make it hard to find important items. Heavy boxes strain your back when you move them. A simpler space means fewer falls, less strain, and more room to move freely. Start with one small area. A kitchen drawer, a bedside table, your medicine cabinet. Sort everything into 3 piles. Keep, donate, discard. The keep pile should only hold things you use regularly or truly cherish. Be honest with yourself. That bread maker you haven't used in 5 years, someone else could be making fresh bread with it tomorrow. Photos and keepsakes need special attention. Pick your favorites to display where you can enjoy them daily. Digitize others so they're safe but not taking up space. Share special items with family members who'd love to have them now. These treasures can bring joy to a new generation while you're here to share their stories. Your home should support your life today. Clear surfaces reduce cleaning time. Organized closets make getting dressed easier. An uncluttered kitchen invites you to cook healthy meals. When everything has its place, daily tasks become simpler and more pleasant. Letting go creates space for today's joys. Your memories live in your heart, not in your stuff. A clearer space leads to a clearer mind, more energy, and more freedom to enjoy each day. These 7 changes might seem simple, but they're powerful. Stop dwelling in the past. Stay connected with others. Try new things. Listen to your body's signals. Eat foods that fuel you. Move smartly, and rest when needed. Clear your space for better living. Your 70s can be rich with possibility. Each day brings a chance to feel better, learn something new, connect with someone special. These changes aren't about giving things up. They're about making room for what matters most right now. Start with one small step today. Tomorrow, take another. Soon you'll find yourself moving through life with more ease, more joy, and more energy than you thought possible at 70. After all, this chapter of your life deserves to be lived fully, freely, and on your own terms. Ready to begin?